What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash ZON coming at you once again. You got to pardon the voice, it's a little hoarse, kind of getting over a cold, still kind of under the influence of it. So, if I cough here and there, please excuse me. I got my Gatorade right here to help me. I'm saying it's been a little bit of a rough one. But that being said, today's video will just basically be focusing on a wide range of topics, all kind of surrounding the main topic, which is I'm just straight up loving and reveling in the way that Nintendo has gone about their business. And what I mean by gone about their business, not just the operation side of thing, not just the content releases and games and amiibo and all this, but their strategy as far as getting with their fans. I'm loving this, man. And a lot of YouTubers have touched on this over the last couple of years. I've always said I've been a big fan of it, but never really got into an in-depth analysis or video as to why I love it. So that's what you're going to get here. Basically, what I mean is I love the way Nintendo has just basically gone about the business of doing their own thing when it comes to releasing news and content to their fans. Directly to their fans. You know what I'm saying? I love Nintendo Direct. I love, especially over the last half a year or so, excuse me, the quality and the effort that's gone into their Nintendo Directs. A couple of reasons why I love it. Number one, first and foremost, is because, like I said, go back on my channel, and you can go back as far as 4 or 5 years ago. I started my channel 7 years ago. You can go back and about four years or so ago, I was making videos on how big time review sites like IGN and GameSpot and Game Trailers, I don't even know if they're still around, but back then they were. Sites like that, big media outlets when it came to the video game industry, were so hell-bent on putting out there this anti-Nintendo bias. And I've made other videos. You can go back and check on my channel. Like there's one very popular one that I made called Conspiracy, I Know So. Because to this day, I still believe that. And there's more evidence of it today than there was back then. There is a huge, I don't want to call it a conspiracy. I mean, that's the name I gave it, but really it's just a reality. There's a huge effort on the part of third-party companies, third-party publishers, and just the industry as a whole to try and shun Nintendo and try to shut Nintendo down because Nintendo has the best first-party lineup. It's not even debatable. And so many franchises under that first-party umbrella that are head and shoulders above the rest of the games available out there. I don't care who you are. It's the truth. Now, if they can combine that with solid third-party support, well, all of a sudden, Nintendo will be the dawn. Like, overall. There will be no room for anybody else in the industry. And then the third parties wouldn't have the power and sway and influence in this industry that they have with third-party dependent consoles like Sony and Microsoft that need the third party for their very lifeblood. Nintendo would benefit heavily from the third party, but doesn't need them not only to survive, but to even succeed or be relevant. Nintendo's doing quite well. I'm sorry, the 3DS is a freaking monster, and the Wii U is not only selling at a profit now, but sales have consistently picked up over last year. And it has the best gaming library right now available in the next-gen console race. Let's just be honest. So, I'm saying third party has always made a concerted effort, and the industry as a whole has made a concerted effort to not let Nintendo get back to that position of dominance that they had back in the NES and SNES era. And when they saw a glimpse of it during the Wii generation, they hit the brakes real fast because they didn't want Nintendo to have that kind of dominance again. Excuse me. So every time Nintendo would do something, issue a press release, give IGN or GameSpot or whoever an exclusive on, look, this is what we're doing next, and it was top quality shit, that website or that publication or that outlet would then proceed to shit on it. Instead of giving it the honest, unbiased spin that's called journalism, they would go and say, oh, well, Nintendo's releasing this brand new game in the Mario series, which is good news. And then they would tack onto it, even though the Wii U is really struggling right now and the sales are doing bad, or even though, they haven't had the success that they had in the past, they would always tack on some negative spin to it. When it came to Sony and Microsoft, even when there was warrant to give them a negative spin, they would do nothing but praise them and give them passes. So Nintendo got fed up with that and said, fuck that. Why am I going to continue to come to you? See, y'all, IGN, GameSpot, y'all act like, and I'm speaking as Nintendo right now, y'all act like we need you. Y'all act like you don't have jobs in this industry because of us and our existence. Y'all act like we would be lost without you. You know what? We don't need you. We never have. All we need is our fans and our epic franchises. And that's about it. So now here comes Nintendo Direct over the last 3 or 4 years, where they just start getting with me and start getting with you and start getting with the Nintendo fans on a direct level, cutting out the bitch ass middleman that is IGN or GameSpot or whatever other big time site that would normally get that information, put their negative spin on it, then release it to the public and make Nintendo look bad to us. We know better. Us Nintendo gamers, we know better. But the rest of the public, it's like I'll go back, and I've done this in my previous videos. I'll go back to a line that Tommy Lee, I think it's Tommy Lee Jones, said in Men in Black. Or, Tommy Lee, the one in Men in Black. Will Smith says, "Oh, why don't you just tell people the truth? People can handle it. They're smart." He said, "No, a person is smart. People are dumb, panicky animals, and you know it." And it's true. And it's the same. It's the same reality when it comes to consumers. A consumer is well informed, usually smart, can make rational decisions. The consumer populace or the consumer base is stupid as fuck and only goes on hype and what they are told is good. So instead of giving these sites the information and saying, "Hey, put our game out there. Look, we're coming out with this game. The public don't know about it yet. Put us out there." And then that site turns around and shits on you when they put it out there and make you look bad. Nintendo said, "Fuck that. We are Nintendo. This fucking industry exists because we say so. Because we stepped in 30 years ago and said this is going to be more than a fad. This is going to be a big-time entertainment industry. That's why we're here. So we don't need y'all. We'll just issue a direct conference or a direct video newsletter or a direct vlog or whatever you want to call it directly to our fans through the system, through our website, and now through YouTube, through Facebook, through Twitch, through all these different outlets in which they have a strong presence on. Google Plus. And now we're getting the information straight from the horse's mouth, and we don't hear no negative bullshit from IGN and GameSpot. And you know how much that pisses people like IGN and GameSpot and all these sites off? You know how much that pisses them off? That gives me the biggest hard-on of life that Nintendo is actually sticking it to them. Like, y'all came around 6, 7, 10 years ago. We invented this industry. We don't need y'all. I love that. I mean, last night, perfect example. Last night, not even Nintendo Direct. Last night, I'm, doing some homework. Took a break, went outside, smoked a cigarette. I'm going through my phone. I'm going through my Facebook, whatever, and I see the Nintendo Facebook page, which I follow. I'm not even that involved in it. I just, I liked it so I can follow and see what's going on. Boom, all of a sudden I see a picture of a dude in a little pink hoodie. Y'all know what I'm talking about, looking like Little Mac. It looks like he's training, and it says, "Guess who's gearing up for E3? Come back tomorrow," which is today, at 9 p.m. and find out our big E3 plans. Boom! They didn't go to IGN. IGN's not doing a story that they received firsthand from Nintendo saying, "Hey, Nintendo's going to reveal their E3 plans today so that they can find out what it is and shit on it." No! Nintendo said, "IGN don't exist to us. We're coming directly to you. Check back with us tomorrow at 9 p.m. and you can see what we're going to do for E3. That's a boom right there to IGN and all those sites and all those middlemen that instead of doing honest journalism want to try and put a negative spin on Nintendo. I love that. I love it. I love it because it just basically tells them, y'all are some bitches. We don't need you. We don't need you. Like I said, we invented this industry. We redefined this industry. We rescued this industry. And you have jobs in this industry today because of us. And we are the ones with the biggest, most memorable games and characters of all time. And with the most loyal fan base. That doesn't go jumping from a piece of plastic to another piece of plastic just because it's the hype train. Just because they say things. Just because they put out this persona. No. Our fan base, no, and this is no disrespect to the PlayStation and Microsoft fan base because there are some real gamers in there. But I'll be dead honest with you, and I'm sorry. You can say that this is opinion all you want till you're blue in the face. I know better. The majority, the majority, the bigger part of the whole of the PlayStation and Microsoft fan base or user base are not gamers, okay? They're not gamers. At the very most, they're casual gamers. And I know everybody be like, "Oh, wait, casual gamers? The Wii, that was a casual system." See, you guys believed the definition of casual gamer as if there was such a term. But if there was, you believed the definition that IGN fed you. And that these big media outlets fed you 7 or 8 years ago. A casual gamer is not somebody who has a system that might have a gimmicky kid-friendly image or kid-friendly name like Wii. That has colorful games. That's not a casual gamer. A casual gamer is not the person playing Wii Sports. That's not a casual gamer. A casual gamer is the motherfucker that puts down $500, $400 on a video game system to play Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Madden, or a 2K game, a 2K sports game, and GTA. That's those 5 titles right there. That is their gaming lineup for the entire year, year after year. The Dude Bro Games first-person shooter. It's basically the first-person shooter, open world action adventure, and sports game of the year. That is their lineup. That's the motherfucking casual gamer. Because the gamer on the Wii was playing Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, was playing Metroid Prime Corruption and Other M, was playing Kirby's Epic Yarn, was playing Red Steel 2, was playing No More Heroes, was playing Endless Ocean, was playing... I mean, I can go on and on, man. It was playing Smash Brothers Brawl, was playing Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, was playing Pikmin 1 and 2 with the new play controls, was playing a shitload of stuff with varied game genres. That's the hardcore gamer. The name of the system, the image of the system, or public perception of the system has nothing to do with the casual hardcore discussion. Okay? So, like I was saying before, the majority of PlayStation and Xbox fans, let's be real, they're not real gamers. They're not gamers. They're the casual guys that come around and play the big time, hyped up blockbuster games of the year and never go into the indies, never go into the platformers, never go into the deeper gameplay experiences that may not have as much exposure as sales, but damn sure have a lot more content and gameplay experience. They never go into that. Those are the casuals. That is the majority of the Xbox and PlayStation fan base. When you look at the Nintendo fan base, those are the ones that want the 2D and 3D Marios. Those are the ones that want the Yoshis. Those are the ones that want the Smash Brothers and Mario Karts. Those are the ones that want the F-Zeros, the Wave Races, the Pilot Wings, the Kid Icaruses, everything. Everything, the Fire Emblems, the Xenoblade Chronicles X, the Bayonettas, the Splatoons, the Pikmins. Those are the gamers that want all those varied experiences. Why? Because they're gamers. Because they play games for the sake of the fun and experience of varied and diverse gameplay experiences. That's why the Nintendo fan base is so dedicated and loyal to this brand. It's not blind fanboyism like it is in the majority of cases on the other consoles, because how many of y'all were diehard Xbox 360, PS3 sucks, Xbox Live for the win, and now y'all done bought a PS4? How many of you were PS2 is the greatest thing ever? Oh my god, oh yeah, it's the best system of all time, and y'all went and bought a 360? But the Nintendo fan base, for the most part, we can enjoy other systems. We can buy the Sega systems, we can buy the Sony systems, even the Microsoft systems. But we always stay home. We always stay our number one consoles here. Because it gives us, it has us covered as far as gaming. The only ones that were weak-minded and went to the PlayStation camp back in the PlayStation 1 and 64 war were those that started to believe the hype that Sega began to generate that Sony picked up on. Nintendo's cool, man. They're the ones that brought us into the industry. But now as you're growing up, man, it's time to move on to more mature things, man. Leave the colorful Mushroom Kingdom behind and come to Final Fantasy VII. Come to Resident Evil. These are mature games. That was the argument. And the ones that were worried about image and perception, those are the ones that jumped. The ones like yours truly and the rest of y'all out there that are watching this that know where I'm coming from, y'all are the ones who are like, the Mario games still have deeper and better gameplay than the games you're trying to tell me to go to. The Zelda games are still 10 times better than any of the games that you're offering me. The Smash Brothers games, you have nothing that can touch that. See, we're the ones that are worried about gameplay. There's a part 2 to this video coming up, man, because I got a lot more to say on this topic. But anyways, that's it for part 1. God bless.